Hello, and welcome back to Roottrees Are Dead, where we're slowly zeroing in on what's happening down here at this part of the family tree, as well as this part, although we have some reason to suspect these two might be out of order. But we're going to try and see if we can lock in some stuff, because I think we've got almost enough to lock in. I just don't know your occupation. We filled in a lot of spouse names in the intervening time, so that's good as well. Let's see if I can find Deborah Bean. Maybe that will shed some light on this. No. Just trying to figure out how I am supposed to figure out information about you. I know everything there is to know about you, basically. These two, Samantha's children, I believe. Next president, Guy Hudson. Ernie Jr. Oh yeah, this is Ernie Jr. That's got to be the next president, Guy Hudson. Oh, this would have been another clue that he was the one without children and she had children, because she's visibly pregnant in this picture. Gwyneth M., Gwendolyn Miracle Jr., Jim Roottree, Clark, Carl, and Eli M. Clark. Are you Clark? Carl, we of course know who it is. Okay, we can sort out all of that. Very confused. It says November. Why is the November relevant? I mean, I'm sure I can't just search November. Did not think so. Like, should I just try swapping these two? I don't know. Let's see. Let me go back to the article where they're mentioned and see if it somehow alluded to their ages, and I did not pay attention. We've got the names of the children, but not the not the order. Like, it feels a little bit like cheating to just flip them. That's was Nicole one of the 3 cousins back over here, by the way? I kind of think it was, actually. You find the 3 cousins. No, that was Davy, Bethany, and Stephanie. But apparently not that Stephanie. A different Stephanie. What's the last name of the other Stephanie? Cattrall. Oh, I didn't think to check that there's a Cattrall. So that's the last name of someone who works at the Anderson farm, is what we know. Oh, there's a Sam Cattrall as well. Okay, so we've got that running around. So I'm gonna guess that probably means that Gwyneth goes and marries Sam Cattrall, and then they have the child who is the cousin of Chris, who is this person's yeah, so Cattrall, Stephanie Cattrall. What was her? I had this written down somewhere. Head of farming. Yeah, so I don't know if farmer is going to be correct, but okay. And then which one was Stephanie? No, that's right. I don't think I have a picture of Stephanie. Wait, do I? What am I doing? Yeah, right. Stephanie. Is this Stephanie? Yeah. Stephanie is the one who's an only child. And so it is, but of course this could easily be flip-flopped. Okay, and then the 2 children that are cousins go over there, go over here. Does Davy have red hair? Yes. Okay, so Davy is going over here in this piece of the family. This is Davy's younger sister. So this is Bethany. This is Davy. Kellogg the 4th. So this is assuredly Davy Kellogg the 3rd. Okay, so you are the swimmer. You are the middle school student who does not have orange hair. You are a college student. You are a K-12 student. Really? And the only other place that could be is here, right? Unless the... Well, we know one of these people's names is Candy. So I think this is really the only place that this can be. But that means we've got a lot of stuff that we think is right is somehow incorrect. Because I think these are both right. I think that's right. I think this is right unless it's backwards with that, which is possible. Okay, let me try perhaps and hunt a little bit on Ronald Roottrees' children. I'm very confused as to how this could possibly be wrong. Okay, let's see if I can hunt down Ronald Roottrees' children. Is that not his name? Oh, it's probably under Ron Roottree. Yeah, this is the Brother Trouble is the connection through here. Have I ever looked for Justin Christopher Baker? It's appeared in a few straight-to-VHS movies that adapt classic literature. The most popular of which is Jane Eyre, which reimagined the Charlotte Bronte novel as a high school romance with a focus on skateboarding. He doesn't seem associated with the Roottrees. Okay, well, I can still search that. Not related to the Roottrees as far as you can tell. Let's see. Okay. I'm gonna guess I should not just continue searching for stuff about this, but okay, and we know this person is already in our tree. Okay. Okay. Okay, I know there was stuff, about Ron Roottree back here in this magazine. Let's see, does any of this relevant? Robbie Roottree? Still have the Robbie Roottree embezzling under Robert, embezzling French court, RR Productions. Assaulted an officer. A statement from French authorities, but received information from an anonymous source. They are able to confirm through public record that there was a trial involving a Robert Roottree. Nothing related. What about RR Productions? Okay. Okay, I'm gonna guess that we're not gonna see anything in Teen Blast. Happening at Butler County Times. Don't know. I mean, he's just dressed as a janitor. Look at the... Oh yeah, this is definitely at a college. Okay, these two have to be in the right order. Do I know that Christopher Hudson actually married, Oh, it can't be these children. The people in the menorah picture, I was like, oh, or sorry, not the menorah picture, the Shiva candle picture. They can't be the Roottree sisters because I have pictures of them to place, and I don't have any places to place additional pictures for the Roottree sisters. These people going then? I feel like I have something like completely wrong if this is the case. Like something must be like flip-flopped or something. I don't know. Okay, let me look back at, this book about the art thing and see if maybe Gwendolyn says something in it that is relevant. It says that someone here was an author. Like, I have down that Edward Roottree was an author. Is that actually true? You'd think if someone was an author, you could find this. Unfortunately, I can't search the library by just author name. I would need a, I'd need a title as well. I don't have this locked in to know this is really where the whole Madsen line goes, but I can't imagine it isn't. Okay, I'm gonna go back and look at the thing about the bright red hair and make sure that that all lines up. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that all seems right. Like, I can flip these two. He's obviously older than her. The only other place, I guess we could have... Well, no, we can't do the candy. We'd have to do these. Oh, wait a second. That's good to know. Sorry, I did not ever connect the Tessa here. There's a Tessa Roottree who's related to the Motors, I guess. Although it feels like that's like a first name that's getting conflated with a last name, I guess. We do still have to fit this whole story about the car mechanic in here somewhere. I don't actually know exactly where that's going to go. Okay. I really want to know where I got this Chris Rafferty, or what Chris Rafferty's website was that I was able to actually find at the one point. But I do not know. I don't know Gwendolyn's occupation. It was Carolyn Morton was the one who I think showed up, and I think I got this through here. Carolyn Morton. Okay, this does mention her cousin Bonnie giving up their dream. So where do we currently have Bonnie? Yeah, we currently have Bonnie over here. Who is her cousin. Good. Do we have anything about what Bonnie's occupation is? Married a man who's the opposite of boring. Okay, so we mention her cousin Bonnie. Have to guess. I'm gonna guess it's this person, but I don't even know your occupation, so it doesn't even matter. Are we actually down to you being the only person out of this photo that I have not assigned? Maybe actually I do know that you're... you're the only woman out of this that I've not assigned, so yeah, so I can actually assign you there to, that photo. Also, you could buy them as sisters. So what's wrong? So you'd think with her very black hair that she'd be a descendant of Samantha, but that basically can't be the case. I'm contemplating switching those two to see if anything comes up, but let's go back to Diamond LaRue. Credit as the Lucky LaRues. Diamond and Jane have been touring with some famous faces. They're looking to release an album sometime in the next year. Youngest Kim is about to step into a prominent role on Broadway, taking over for the children in Oliver. The Lucky LaRues indeed. Okay, Jane Del Vecchio is listed as a talent for hire site as a wedding singer. Way down in the credentials section of her biography, it mentions that she got her start as a young girl when she was Jane LaRue of the Lucky LaRues. Also mentions to only contact her agent in the event you actually wish to hire her, and that any and all inquiries about her past or her sister will be ignored. Yeah, there's the Jane LaRue. Let's see. Jane Del Vecchio. Nothing relevant. And I found all of this by searching for Diamond LaRue here, right? Yeah. I'm just looking for any way I could get at maybe their children. Has not made a public appearance. Yeah, certainly neither of these is Candy. And we know there is a Candy, so yeah, they definitely can't go there. The only other place they could possibly go is here. Which doesn't make any sense, because these people's last name should be Roottree. Or, at worst, Tessa Green. Certainly not Kellogg. Wonder if I'm not looking in the right place for stuff related to Sam under both names. What would her... What name was she raised under? I did feel like there was more related to this Patricia Christensen business. With the Christensen steel and everything. But I don't know. What if I search for Stephanie Cattrall? It is spelled like that, right? Yeah. Oh, right. That's what I really wanted to search. See, it just says Mrs. Cattrall, right, in the article. Current head of farming. find any information about the farm in the Business Watch? No. And we've got lots of stuff here, but don't know. I'm gonna try flopping these two. Okay, so I'm gonna try and make your name Gwyneth. Madsen, right? Yeah, Gwyneth Madsen. Farmer. Okay. So that was the problem, was that I didn't have them in the right order. I have no idea how I was supposed to know which of them was older and which of them was younger. Okay, so all of this was right? Question mark, question mark, question mark?
On the phone, I said I owed you an explanation, but I can't reveal everything. Not yet. I'm sure this all seems like deception for deception's sake, so I'll try to explain why. It's true, I'm working with lawyers, but not the candy company lawyers. My publisher's lawyers. I'm on the verge of releasing a book, and it's not kind to the Roottrees. Especially Elias and the Five Pieces. The truth often isn't. But with the plane crash, the publisher is rightfully worried it'll look like I'm making things up to exploit a tragedy. So they're doing their due diligence. That's why you're here. To be sure there's enough evidence for an expert to unearth the whole story. If I tell you the whole story now, we can't prove that. I hope you understand. That said, I can say that the work you're doing is very personal to me. To my story, one spot on the tree is more important than the rest. You've likely noticed it. It's locked for now. I'll return one final time, after you fill it in. Also, there are fewer root trees left. In a sense, that makes it easier. Use process of elimination. It's also harder to verify when you're right. You'll need 4 blood relatives. I don't have any more evidence for you, but trust your intuition. If something has a high number, it's not a mistake. You're getting closer and closer to the truth. I look forward to seeing you soon.
Okay, all right, so let's finish swapping back this guy in. So his name is Ernie Jr. And he was president number 4. Because Guy was the 3rd. Oh, she's not locked in because I don't know what her occupation was. Why on earth is she not locked in? Is she now a college student? So she was a middle school student here. Gwendolyn. I have no idea. Okay, we at least have this piece. Okay, so you're... Okay, so let me... So take a screenshot of this so that I can transpose this all over carefully. Okay, so you're the one, Deborah Bean. You're Sam Cattrall. Stephanie. Stephanie. Farmer, I'm guessing. Let's see. And then the other one, we know your name is Nicole. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know what your picture is, but I know your name is Nicole. Madsen should be. I don't know your occupation. Okay, so I think I have all of that filled in. Okay. Yeah, I wish I had that locked in beforehand. But anyway, that's all locked in. I mean, she was in middle school. How long ago was this? I don't know what year it is. She could be in college now. It's possible. There's no extra pictures of you either. Where's the Shiva picture going? I was thinking like, oh, maybe, there's another Ernie, is that true? Or is there not another Ernie? No. Oh, there's a November root tree, though. I didn't notice that. Well, that's going to be you, probably. It said it was written in a child's handwriting. Oops. Sorry, you are... the November was written on the back. Well, you were certainly a child at this time. I doubt you're a child anymore. Okay, I'd like to get one more set of these before I call it good for the day. I'm really confused by this one. Oh, I can fill this in now because you're the kid from this ad. It said, Bethany's yearbook picture. Somehow I thought she was in middle school. Maybe she's not? Oh no, it says middle school in the background. There aren't any, like, other exciting occupations here, are there, that I could pick? I don't think so. Okay, what thread? Yeah, I think all of this is right. I think that's right now. Bonnie Hudson. So yeah, I'm running out of names that I just don't have, that I don't have placed, right? Tessa Wolf, Christina and Jack. There's an April Quaritch. Yeah, I was trying to find these children over here that I don't know. Let's look at our numbers. It now says there's 4 things here. We'll listen to it while I look at it. I think I've searched for this. Right, this is what it's reading. Fans refer to themselves as Diamonds Dazzlers. Aha! There we go. Diamonds Dazzlers is the name of the official fan club for Jim and Diamond. You find a forum post called Cool Things You Got in the Mail on a random forum about video games. One reply mentions that Jim and Diamond still send out a Christmas card every year to Diamond's Dazzlers. It's accompanied by some pictures, as well as some history about the fan club. Apparently, even though it is no longer available to join, Jim and Diamond still honor it themselves personally. There's a fierce debate in the subsequent posts about whether that's cool or pathetic. Amongst the pictures on Christmas cards from over the years, only one is relevant. The card from 1996 included pictures of Jim and Diamond's young son, Wolf, as well as a note about his daughter's band, the Floozies. Okay, so we have Candy, have the LaRue children are Candy and Wolf. His daughter's band, the Floozies. What a lovely name for a band. The Floozies are an all-female punk band operating out of New York City. They're mentioned in passing in an online review from earlier this year. Apparently, they were the opening act for the band the reviewer actually came to see. The reviewer writes that she normally doesn't review the opening act, but this one was unusual. And not because of the music, which she described as loud, fast, and repetitive, but not in a good way. I love that the default interpretation of music described as loud, fast, and repetitive is that it would be in a good way. The trio was extremely cagey about their identities. The reviewer asked the venue who they were, but she was told they were rumored to be children of other famous musicians and didn't want that to be why they became popular. The reviewer also mentioned that for an underground and unknown band with absolutely no following, their equipment was all extremely expensive, and not only were they selling CDs but they only cost $1, they were probably losing a fortune. The reviewer said although she bought a copy, she was unlikely to ever listen to it again, except maybe Beef Baby, the 7th track. There is no picture of the Floozies performing live, but the cover of their CD they were selling, Conquistador, has been added to your evidence. Let's search for the song. Beef Baby is a song by the Floozies. You can't actually find anything else about it anywhere, but with a name like that, it's hard not to speculate on the subject matter. Could it be a euphemism, or about a newborn cow? Perhaps the Floozies are holding a grudge against a toddler. It certainly piques your curiosity if you only had time or resources to look into it further. Okay, well, we can certainly look in Modern Music Monthly for Beef Baby. Nothing relevant, very sad. Okay, Okay, let's see. Here's the Christmas card. That is Wolf. Okay, so it's now, let's just remind ourselves, it is now 1998. Listening to his parents' latest music. Okay, so we, I think, can be pretty sure that Wolf is younger than Candy because Candy was referenced a long time ago. That is him. I mean, he's probably a child, but who knows? Guitar. Okay, so there's guitar and vocals by Candy, bass by Nikki, and drums by Nina. Oh, maybe I should search for Conquistador on Modern Music Monthly. Did I spell that correctly? Yes, I think so. Okay, so you are Candy, and you are a musician? Okay, but there's probably, like, other people who are involved. So here are my other musician names with the floozies. In addition to Candy, we also have Nikki and Nina. I don't know if either of them, or if any of them are going to be related to anyone over here. I bet this is the Nikki. Or it could be these two. Though I don't, of course, have pictures. This just gets me back to the same article. This in Team Blast, perhaps? No. Yeah, crazy. Okay. Nothing related to Wolf Root Tree. Probably not over here either. Okay, so let's see. If we go back to the Diamond Dazzlers, we have this. I could have filled that in like ages ago. Okay, I think that's right. Nicole Madsen, huh? Let's see, this now says there's 4 pieces of evidence in here that are connected. Grandma Laura. I did fill in the Grandma Laura, right? I'm almost positive I did. Yeah, there we go. There's the Grandma Laura. 2 things. I can't just, like, Google Atlantis' burden and have it show up anything. Have it show up something, can I? I think, if I recall correctly, I could search it here, but it didn't give me anything extra. I wonder if I ever searched this, like, over here. No, that's not what I wanted. Because I know I found this book in the library, but I don't know if I ever searched for it. Okay, no, I did not find anything. Yeah, what else could I possibly be hoping to get out of this? This is so weird to me that this didn't get locked in. Still don't know anything about Bonnie Hudson or Gwendolyn Morden. Feels like I should be able to get more on this whole Ron Roottree business. Okay, just by process of elimination, where does Tessa and the Wilkins have to go? Oh. He's a car mechanic. That's what this is. That's why he's in this getup. It's not a janitor's uniform. It's a mechanic's uniform. Okay, and so you're married to Catherine Wilkins. Your child is Tessa, who's also a mechanic. There we go. Haha. Let's see. We got Catherine Wilkins, Deborah Bean, Sam Cattrall. You. Okay. All right, so that's all a positive. Okay, so you're telling me you're like some sort of manager, and so because it's not like head of farming or something. I don't know if that means like it's certainly not like CEO, public speaker, So he specifically said head of farming for Anderson Farms. Okay, let's see. This. Oh, right. This I can lock. Oh, no, I can't lock it in because I still don't know occupation. Let's see. I'm very confused about who these two girls in this photo are. Because there's two girls. Oh! The older one is his wife. She does not look old enough to be his wife. I guess. Now if I try and see it, I can see it. Okay, so this is Nicole and this is Deborah or Debbie. I was so locked in on seeing them as being like she's slightly older than her that I was not Oh, you're not a farmer, you're a child. Probably K-12, we're gonna guess. Okay, I want to look at this Cattrall reference again. Current head of farming. Okay. Like CEO is not right? Because this is a subsidiary of the other place. Anderson Maple Farm maybe is what I have to search for. Okay. Or maybe First Anderson Maple Farm. Yeah, this is connecting to old things. Yeah, we're just gonna guess you're a K through 12 student. You seem young enough, maybe, possibly. Okay. I mean, there's gotta be somehow I can dig up a picture of you, despite my failure to do so far. How have I not gotten like a flyer for Brother Trouble or something like that? You'd think I'd have like a poster or anything like that. There we go. Why was I not? I must have been spelling this wrong somehow. I don't know how, or maybe I was just writing it backwards. Anyway, as a retired comedian, there's a result for the Laugh Lounge, a club in Reno that claims Penelope got her stand-up start and did her famously raunchy breast milk cheese routine in the 80s before she was a TV star in Brother Trouble. Maybe I was typing it backwards. The site claims she retired for the birth of her first child, but still makes yearly appearances for fundraisers, doing more family-friendly material. You find a picture labeled Joke-O-Lantern 1997, as well as a different picture labeled Jack watching one of his mother's charity sets 1994. Both have been added to evidence. I'm a little bit afraid to do this. Nothing relevant about the Laugh Lounge. It just gives me back here. Okay, so there's Jack. Okay, and then there's a picture of her. Okay, so we can fill in the picture of her in the safari hat. Okay, and so the oldest is going to be Jack. The youngest is going to be the one root tree that we do not have, I believe. They're probably going to be K-12. This was labeled what year? 1997. Okay, so you're still a baby. So your occupation is baby. Okay, so we correctly got all of those children handled. So I have this little branch. I have whatever I'm supposed to do with you. We'll be able to, like, could be, like, public speaker, I think was in there. I don't know. Oh, and we still have these two. So we've got 8 left. But I think that's going to be it for today's episode of Roottrees Are Dead. We'll be back soon with more. But huge thank you to everyone for watching. We've only got a little bit more to nail down. So thank you, everyone, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.